Hi, I'm Crystal, and I'm a first-time mom to my 8-month-old daughter, Hayden. She's napping right now, which is the only time I can get to actually film and do this. I quit my 9-to-5 job, and I just wanted to enjoy being with my daughter while she was young, and I didn't want to miss out on her childhood, so I'm trying to savor these little moments with her. Definitely an easy but also hard decision. Losing an income is not easy. Going from 2 incomes down to 1 has been a huge adjustment for us, especially with the cost of everything right now. So while I'm home, I'm trying to figure out ways of making money from home and while taking care of her. Also just trying to cut our costs down so that we're not spending a bunch. So definitely living a very minimalist lifestyle, which I want to share a little bit more on my channel here. So if you're interested in seeing more of that, stay tuned. I'm definitely going to kind of share how I do our grocery shopping, how we live on 1 income, how I'm her main caretaker, how I decided to officially quit my job, my 9-to-5 medical job. I worked as an ophthalmic technician and I loved it. I loved my coworkers. It was such a fun job. It was hard some days, and I would still be there, and that would be my main career. But once I got pregnant, that became a big question. Would I go back? Would I stay at home? Childcare is very expensive. I calculated it and realized that we would be spending basically my entire paycheck just to pay for somebody else to watch our baby. And that just broke my heart because I'm literally working to pay someone else to do what I would want to do. So I just decided, and my husband was on board, for me to just stay home. And it's not going to be forever. We're going to be very frugal in the beginning and just try to get the necessities. I'm 8 months postpartum now, and realizing that is a challenge. It's hard to not want to buy things that I don't need. I'm so used to being able to just buy whatever I want, whenever I want. And so now that he's having to pay for everything, it's definitely something I think twice about before I actually purchase something. So that's been interesting, but I've been pretty good about it. And I also have tried to buy things secondhand. So baby items, I will post about the 5 big expensive baby items that I bought secondhand. And I think buying things secondhand for babies is such a great solution for parents who are not financially prepared to spend a ton of money on baby items, because they do grow out of them so fast. Already, I think we had a baby swing, and we just used that for maybe a couple months. And that we actually got gifted, so that was brand new, and she already is kind of outgrown that. Spending a ton of money on something that you just use for a short period of time is not the smartest financial decision. So I will link that video down below if you want to go check out the 5 items that I found on Facebook Marketplace. That's where I've literally bought all of our secondhand stuff. We do have a couple local secondhand baby shops that I've gone to and found some really good items at. So always check out your local secondhand stores. Even Goodwill or thrift stores are perfect. Try to buy all 100% cotton clothing items for her. And you can definitely find that secondhand, and she does grow out of clothes very fast. There's a lot of brand new clothes that I still have not put her in and that she already grew out of. Definitely buying secondhand baby items is a must. We'll definitely be sharing a lot more of how I keep our costs low and how we function as a family on 1 income, which I think we're doing fairly okay right now. We're not doing a lot better than I thought I would. So I'm hoping that it keeps going in a positive direction, and I'm hoping to find some side income, which would be fantastic. If not, this is kind of just to document our life, document our journey. I'd love to look back on this and be like, wow, that's where we were at that one point in our life, and we made it through. So if you're interested in that kind of content, that's what I'll be sharing here. Also baby items that I use. I'll explain which ones are secondhand, which ones I bought new, which ones we like and don't like. Every baby's different, so you got to kind of find what works for your baby. And there's definitely items that I bought that I thought I would for sure be using, and she didn't like them, so I'd never use them. So, you just got to kind of find what works for you. So yeah, I just wanted to document the journey and have you guys along the way with me, see where this takes us. Being a stay-at-home mom is very new to me, so I'm trying to figure it out as I go, and I hope you do follow along because we're figuring it out together. And I would appreciate any comments or tips or tricks if you have any of your own to share. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.